Higher Education and Training Minister Dr. Mnqobi has withdrawn the recent appointments of Sector Education and Training Authority Board chairpersons with immediate effect. The appointments included several individuals with ties to the ANC, among them Mineral Resources Minister Mnqobi son, Buyambo. In a statement, Minister Mnqobi says she has decided to call for fresh nominations to ensure transparency and accountability. Now, for more on this chat, I'm joined by Mnqobi from the Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. He's an MP and member of the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education and Training. A very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for joining us. So, the MK Party has been very vocal about the withdrawal of the SETA chairpersons by the minister. Do you believe that this reversal was genuine?
Greetings, my sister. I do not know whether I'm audible and you can view me on your side.
Yes, you certainly are. You may continue.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe first to clarify, I am Honorable Mnqobi Msezane. I serve in the Portfolio Committee of Higher Education and Training, together with Honorable Mnqobi, who's also a member of the MK Party in the same committee. So
we apologize
I hear
for
that you were stated that you are joined by Mnqobi, which is, I think, not accurate.
Yes, no, thank you for that, Mnqobi. So you may tell us what your opinions are with regards to whether this reversal is genuine or not.
No, thank you very much. Maybe firstly, let me start here. As the members of Umkhonto Wesizwe Party that sit in that particular committee, Higher Education and Training, we first, upon seeing this leaked list, we wrote to the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee, expressing greatly our discomfort and obviously the discomfort of the general public about this matter. And then we further, obviously through the organizational national spokesperson who released a letter to that effect or a public statement to further express the views of the organization that this act of the minister is tantamount to nothing less than a thief that steals and then further returns the goods as if that was a genuine exercise. So we do not believe, as the MK Party deployees to the Portfolio Committee of Higher Education and Training, that this was a genuine exercise.
The MK Party has described this as a parasitic patronage and that these appointments are genuinely, like you're saying, were done as if a thief that has taken something now, putting it back now, it seems as though it's genuine. Can you elaborate on the exact consequences of such political appointments?
No, look, you see, our discomfort and our outreach was firstly due to the fact that we understand that the Sector Education and Training Authority is a very delicate space that is supposed to empower young people of this country to deal with the issue of the triple challenges of youth unemployment, poverty, and inequality. So it's a very delicate space. So for a minister of the GNU arrangement to make an appointment of senior and very, very old people, as that leaked list appeared, very old people that we do not even believe that they hold the necessary qualifications to even head that space. For us, it was very, very very discomforting, you know, and when we saw the list, like I said, we immediately wrote to the Portfolio Committee chairperson to inquire about this matter. But we did not only stop there. On our sitting on Wednesday, before we even engaged on the subject topic for the day, we interacted with the Portfolio Committee, where we requested for the DG to have sentiments to that effect of this what appeared to be madness, for lack of a better concept, where we were seeing these members of the ANC being deployed in a very delicate space that is supposed to ensure that, you know, we deal with these challenges that are confronting our society and our young people in general.
So as opposed to people being appointed based on political ties rather than them having the skill set that is actually needed, what specific criteria do you think that in appointing these board members for these seats should government ensure that certain processes are taken so we do appoint the right people?
No, look, I believe that the public must be taken into confidence for, firstly, the process of appointments and the requirements thereof must be made public, and the scrutiny of the public for the people that are relevant to occupy such positions must be taken into account. So we can't just see a situation where just because policy and legislation allows for a minister to do the appointments, we do not see and interrogate and even critique the process in which people are appointed. So I believe that the process must be very transparent. The portfolio committee must oversee the process, even though they do not obviously take the responsibility of the minister, but it must come through the portfolio committee before the finalization of the process is done, so that people of South Africa are taken to confidence, but also they are able to also add their sentiments to say if these are the relevant people and if all processes or due processes have been followed to ensure that the right people have been selected for this very mammoth task of taking the country forward, and obviously of ensuring that it advances the economic challenges of this country.
So in your letter to the Higher Education Minister, you demanded the clarity in terms of the qualifications of those that were appointed to these positions. Can you share some of what was shared with you in terms of their qualifications for them to be able to sit as board chairs?
Actually, when we inquired to the chairperson of the portfolio committee, we got a response from the chairperson of the portfolio committee to say that the portfolio committee has not received the list of people that would have been appointed by the minister. So we could not engage further, because our inquiry was to find out if ever this process had been undertaken, and these people that had appeared in this leaked list are actually the people that had been appointed. Hence, in the start of the meeting, before we even engaged on the presentation of the topic of the day, we started off by interrogating the DG to find out if indeed it was true that such appointments had been made, and such nepotism and favoritism of ANC, old, by the way, ANC officials, was true, which obviously we were then responded to say that the DG does not have the capacity at that point in time to pronounce or to even have sentiments on the subject matter until obviously we summoned the minister, which we called for at that particular time to say that the minister should be summoned to the portfolio committee in as early as next week to answer on these allegations and to answer on this leaked list that is full of ANC officials.
So the MK party is saying that you will closely monitor this process. What steps are you looking to take in order to ensure that you're monitoring this process and it's as transparent as it can be?
No, look, you see, after what has transpired now and all these developments where we're seeing letters up and down, now we're seeing a letter that the minister is saying that she has retracted these appointments. What we'll do, if that it is indeed true, because we're acting on letters that we are seeing doing the rounds, but also at the same time, these letters are confirmed because we're seeing them also being posted in the official pages of the department, but the letters have not yet been sent to the portfolio committee, as the chairperson of the portfolio committee has indicated, because we work on something that has been sent to us, the portfolio committee. But as an organization, we are clear that if this process starts from scratch, because we reject this process that had taken place already, but if, of course, this process takes place all over again, we want to be part of the process. We want a transparent process. We want to be taken into confidence that even the South Africans and all young people that trust us as deployees to Parliament to deliver on their mandate to ensure that this Skills Education and Training Authority delivers on their interest. We want to see a transparent process, and we will not take anything less than being part of the process to whatever degree that allows for us as members of Parliament or deployees to Parliament by the MK party.
All right. Mnqobi Msezane, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this afternoon. That's MK Party MP member and Portfolio Committee member on Higher Education, speaking to us there on those appointments of SETA board chairs now being retracted. We will continue with this conversation. We'll be joined by OUTA's Wayne Duvenage, who will also be weighing in on the same topic, so do stay with us. All right, good afternoon, Wayne. You're speaking to CADRE. Are you well, and can you hear me?
I'm well, I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you for joining us. We'll have a conversation in just a bit.
Sure.
Welcome back. We continue to reflect on Higher Education and Training Minister Dr. Mnqobi Msezane's withdrawal of the recent appointments of Sector Education and Training Authority Board chairpersons with immediate effect. We're now joined by OUTA CEO Wayne Duvenage. Wayne, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. We certainly do appreciate it. So what's your response to the minister's withdrawal of these appointments?
Yeah, firstly, I think we were quite shocked when we saw the list. There were a lot of people that we believe are compromised, conflicts of interest, political appointments. It just didn't seem to us to be a list of people that the minister should be seeking to clean up what we know as OUTA over the last number of years of our investigations into organizations, a number of these SETAs that have become really cesspools of corruption, maladministration, and wasteful expenditure. And we need to have a really good clean out. And so we welcome this decision to reset those nominations or the names for the board chairpersons, because